Hi guys, this is Rainbow Harmony here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. This is part 3 to my $12.22 reading session. Unfortunately, there are no more openings available, but feel free to hang out and just watch if you want to see if maybe any of these messages resonate with you. So, just waiting for everyone to show up. Next on my list is Katrina. Katrina is interested in a love reading. Katrina, if you have any specific questions about your love life, feel free to type them in. I'm just going to make sure I get some water. All right, Katrina, let me know when you're here. I'm going to start pulling some cards for you. Let me know, Katrina, if you have any specific questions about your love life, but I can just pull some general cards for you as well. Hey Katrina, let me know, do you have any specific questions for your love life, or are you just wanting something general? I get a sense that you are single, but if you're not, let me know and I can pull for a relationship. Yes, Katrina, let me know if you have any specific questions about your love life or anyone in specific, or if you just want a general reading. Okay. So yeah, I'm kind of feeling this energy. I guess we're going to dive deep here, that maybe in your family, because could be mother or father, one or both parents either was absent in your life, or maybe less than loving, or maybe a little harsh with you. I mean, dare say even abusive, hopefully not, but I do see that that was kind of like your primary relationship starting off in this life. So when that happens, it can make you feel a little nervous to get into a relationship, or sometimes we end up attracting people into our love life that treat us very similar to how like our mother or our father treated us. So I've been through that, so I hope you don't feel like you're being singled out here. I've totally been through that. I have mommy issues and daddy issues. So it made things very interesting for me as I started off on my dating journey. So I'd see a little bit of that. And so I do see an ex that deceived you or cheated on you, or something happened. And so you're at this point right now where you're learning how to trust again. And so we see that this strength card coming up, telling you to have strength as you move forward. You might be feeling a little jaded in love, or just kind of meh about entering into a relationship. But this is also a positive card telling you that you have a fresh slate now. You have a fresh slate, and it's safe for you to be honest with the person that you connect with, and also to be honest with yourself about what you want to attract in relationship. You know, you're really looking for someone here that will be honest with you, that will be real with you, that you can have a safe connection with. And I see that coming in your life. I see that you're manifesting that, and you've been on this journey of healing a lot of the wounds from the family in the past. So I just commend you for that. Let's see what's coming into your life. So lately, it's been a lot of focus on your finances and career, and just trying to take control of your life, maybe trying to move out of the family's house, or maybe trying to live on your own, or just provide a really good foundation for yourself. So this might be why there hasn't been as much activity in your love life. There's been a lot of focus on this lately, but I do feel like there's something new coming in for you, and this energy is shifting. It's like you just needed a little break for a little bit after the past. And oh, look at this, new love. Yes, new love is definitely coming into your life. So this is a message. This is someone you do not currently know, someone that you've never met before. So it's going to be very interesting how this person does find their way into your life, but no doubt it'll be very synchronistic. Another card talking about that honeymoon stage in a relationship when you first meet someone, the excitement, the fun, and the bliss. And oh, you said you just moved to a new place. And so, yeah, I definitely see that for you. You've moved to a new place. And look how beautiful that is. Brand new beginnings, somebody new you've never known before, new place. How beautiful is that? And we see passion. So a very passionate connection with this new person. I think this means that when you connect with them, you're going to be feeling a very strong energy. This isn't something that you're going to be like, oh, maybe I'll give them a chance, or, oh, you know, they're into me, so I'll just humor them and go out on a date. No, there's going to be a strong passion, a strong connection. I'm also seeing that this new place is going to give you some distance between these issues you were going through and be very healing for you, a fresh new start. Also, I'm pulling the worth waiting for card reversed. So this is a message this person's actually coming into your life pretty soon. So a lot sooner than you might think. Yeah, within the next 3 months. That's what I'm seeing. A couple months from now, this person's coming in your life. So yeah, you're letting go of codependent relationships. You're letting go of toxic relationships. I'm getting all these messages telling you like, this is gonna be new, this is gonna be different, this is gonna be safe. You're not attracting what you were before. So this is saying stay optimistic about your love life. Yeah, you've had some bad experiences, but some of those experiences were manifested to help you heal some of those core wounds. So, you know, you don't have to be afraid anymore of that abandonment or that rejection or of somebody, you know, like you mentioned, that third party situation. I don't see any of that anymore for you. You know, all of that, it was tough. There were lessons that were learned, but there's actually some blessings coming into your life. Like you've moved past that energy, and it was kind of meant to be in your life that you went through some of that. Also, this is like the childhood card reversed. I think it's saying like you've reached a new level of maturity. Like you really are like a woman in your life now. Like see yourself as that beautiful woman, that shining goddess that you are. You know, you're not going to be attracting those, you know, sometimes you call them like a man child or something like that, like a person that's very immature and still hasn't grown up. No, I see the person coming in is very mature. They could actually be quite literally a bit older than you. I don't think you're going to meet them at your workplace or at your job. You're going to meet them somewhere different. Strong twin flame energy. Okay, so this is a crossroads. I feel like there's some type of major life change or major transition that happens right before you meet this person. So you make some type of change. It could just be, you know what, I'm going to make a change with my health and I'm going to join this gym, and you meet them there. Or it could be some type of hobby that you decide to pursue, or maybe you decide to do some type of education, or you decide to go somewhere you've never been before. So I think as you're exploring this new place that you're living and you're getting involved and you're making new friends, the path naturally leads you to meet this person. So be open to trying new things. That's definitely a message for you, because that's the path that's going to take you to this person. The first time you meet this person, I see some really deep conversation, a deep bond. This is the kind of person that wants to seduce your mind before they seduce you in your body. They really want to have that emotional, mental connection. They're not trying to rush you to, you know, being physical. That happens a lot in relationships these days. Sometimes people think, oh, it's the third date, let's hook up now. Like, this person's gonna surprise you, because even though there's a strong, passionate energy between you, they're gonna take it slow. I think that's how you're gonna know this person's the one. They're not gonna come across thirsty. They seem more mature. They seem a little older than you, and a little, you know, kind of romantic and traditional. They're taking you out on traditional dates. You might even get to dress up a little bit. You're going out places with them. It's taking off kind of slow. you might wonder, are they actually into you if it wasn't for the fact that they keep hitting you up, they keep asking you out. So this person's kind of keeping you guessing because there's many dates. There's lots of conversations, there's lots of talking, but nothing's happening physically at all for like a while. And I think that builds the tension between you guys. This becomes a really intense connection, heart-based, emotional, mental, before you guys really take it to that next level. I see a commitment with this person. And look, we're getting the true love card. True love. So this is honestly coming into your life in the next couple of months, pretty soon. This person could be older than you. This is what you're worried about. You're worried about the people that love bomb you, that kind of go too fast in a relationship, that are just only interested in one thing, or that they just want to have fun, like the F boys. Stay away from those people. You know how to recognize them now. I don't really see any of that energy in your life. This person is mature. So yeah, I am kind of seeing somebody coming back in your life. I don't know if it's that person you were talking about earlier who had the third party situation. Sometimes once people like that see that you moved on, that you're happy, that you're having fun, they feel like they're losing you and they want to slip back in your life or slide back in those DMs. I'm seeing have boundaries with that person because they might try to come back or they might try to get at you. But the truth is, you've moved somewhere new, you have a new life. Cut that energy out and be open to manifest love on a higher level. Yeah, here you are coming together with someone, manifesting true love. So as far as how to prepare for this, I'm definitely seeing a message of trying new things. Like if you have a certain hobby or activity you want to try, getting your creative juices flowing could make this energy of manifestation stronger around you. And then it really seems like all you need to do is just stay dedicated to building your abundance and your foundation and like getting your job secure and everything, and like it's all going to move in order. We did see some cards here about you focusing on finances and career, and this is just like, you know what, just stay dedicated. This situation is going to work itself out. So I hope that this resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you later. So who's next, John?
Anne.
Who?
Anne.
So Anne is next. How are you doing, Anne?
It's a very strange time for me right now where I found myself suddenly unemployed.
Oh, okay.
What should I be doing right now?
All right, so Anne, you're like, this is a really strange time for you right now where you're finding yourself unemployed. What should you do right now? I actually know what that's like. You know, I had been employed since I was 15, all the way until I was like, I think I was like 24 or 25. And I made a risk and I moved to the city with my husband and I got this new job, and then like crap went down and I had to leave that job, and all of a sudden I was unemployed. And it was weird for me too. And it's like so crazy when you're just like alone with your thoughts and like you're thinking like, should I get another job, or like, how do I go about this? Or like, if you're in a situation where like you have a significant other or family or something that's supporting you, that's great because you have a little bit of time to really get grounded and make sure that you are able to move into the best direction. It's a great opportunity to actually be able to pivot into another industry. So if you find yourself in a situation like that, you know, obviously you don't want to take advantage of anybody in your life who's supporting you, but you might want to use the time to be able to kind of get grounded and rest and work on self-care a little bit and kind of get back to the basics of what you like to do and like what you enjoy and everything. But if you really are pressed for time, okay, so you're living with family. Okay, cool. So that's kind of what I was sensing. Like, I didn't sense like a desperation to get another job, because obviously if that was the case, the answer would be like, okay, just bust your ass and get those resumes out there. Let's pull some cards. Well, obviously there's a message like You want to make sure that you're respecting your family and the people that are supporting you. You don't just want to go out and party and just like live it up. You seem like a responsible person. But one thing I do want to tell you is that having fun is going to be really important right now. So you might be feeling kind of guilty and kind of like a failure because you don't have a job. But I get this message like your family understands and they support you. This is also saying respect yourself enough to know that there's other options out there for you. This might be a good time to lay the foundation to start some kind of business or to start some type of side hustle or some type of creative job. I do see you eventually getting another job, okay? But over the next couple months, I would say maybe take a little bit of a break. Make sure you kind of tell your family what your plan is so they know what to expect. Like, hey, I'm just gonna take a little break for a couple months. I'm gonna kind of just get back into some hobbies and activities and like kind of just get my energy strong again or get my strength back up, brush up my resume. I'm gonna try to start a couple side projects, then I'm gonna get a job. Like make sure you tell your family what the plan is. That way they're not like breathing down your neck. But yeah, I see something about you starting something creative. Yeah, maybe something very earth-based. Let's see what's going on here with this. You are very artistic. Yeah. So I'm seeing something about maybe making some type of craft or making something with your hands and like selling it on Etsy. Or maybe using this time to get back involved with the performance arts. I don't know if you ever used to do theater or acting or singing or music or dancing or anything like that. Oh yeah, you're an artist. Oh, and you want to practice Reiki. Yeah, I mean, we're getting the shaman card here for you, for sure. Yeah, but I see something about you, and look, healing, YouTube, this is kind of all coming together. I'm definitely seeing something about you starting some type of side business, definitely like online. So it could be a couple different things too. So look, here's the shaman card. I was just about to get to that. Like you do have healing abilities. You could start some type of healing business or you might be able to take training for Reiki. So maybe this is a good time to kind of back up and educate yourself. It'll be good to get a couple different side hustles going. That way, when you go back to work, you might not have to go back full time. Like, imagine if you're selling some things on Etsy or if you're flipping vintage clothes, and then maybe you're able to do shaman training or Reiki training, and then maybe you can get like a part-time job, like 20 hours a week, and you can start kind of pivoting into this new area in life. John, can you grab me those beaded earrings over there that are I kind of have an illustration tool I'm gonna use for this. Okay, so I have this friend who makes, and by the way, you don't have to make jewelry. This is just like an example. I have a friend who makes these beautiful earrings and they sell for like almost $200 a pair. These were a gift. But I'm highly considering ordering another pair. Like they're just that good. I wear them all the time. They're made with beautiful Japanese glass beads. It's very high quality. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. And I get so many compliments on them. And so she sells these on her website. I think she sells them on Etsy. She has like an Instagram and she's got her whole business going and she supports herself through this and does really well for herself. By the way, if anyone's wondering, you can check out Weave Gold on Instagram at Weave as in weaving, gold as in, gold, at Weave Gold. And that's kind of what she's doing. You could check it out if you want to get some earrings or just kind of get some inspiration. But yeah, you'd be surprised the things that you can make with your hands, especially because you have healing hands. So, oh yeah, and you've been crocheting tops, you have a fashion design background. Yeah, maybe get something started and just do some Etsy. At the very least, if you have a good eye for fashion, you can totally go to the garage sales and thrifting and just like pay a model or pay a friend a couple $100 to like just wear all the tops, take cute pictures of them out in nature, and then just start an Instagram shop and go for it. You'd be surprised how many people are making like 10K a month selling, flipping vintage clothes or like making crafts like this. So, I buy greeting cards on Etsy. Like, that's the first place I look when I want to get jewelry. So, just be open, because I see like you could start something like that and go far. Now, realize when you start an online business like that, it's not going to take off overnight. Like, it's going to take a couple years. So that's why I'm saying you might just end up getting another job, but wouldn't it be nice to just have to work part-time, or maybe just to hang out with your parents for a year and just kind of help around the house while you're trying to get something like this off the ground? Okay. So I don't think it's just going to be one thing for you. I think it might be a couple different things. You might flip the vintage clothes. You might do some crochet. Check out Paloma Wool. I love that shop. I'm not sure if she crochets, but she makes her own wool things and handmade clothing. I mean, that stuff is hot right now. Handmade, supporting artisans. Like, why not just give back to the basics of what you love and like put your heart and soul into making things with your hands and see if you can sell them, you know? You're also going to have to study how to market, how to do things on Instagram, you're going to have to grow your numbers and people and all that stuff. But this is talking about like building a community. So you might also have a YouTube channel or some type of profile where you're talking about like energy and healing or fashion or whatever, and that's attracting a community, and then you're able to sell to that community and give back to that community in that way. So this is saying you are really good at conceptual art. And the difference between like regular art and conceptual art is that conceptual art is non-traditional art that has to do with like a strong message or a strong theme or a strong purpose. So maybe you're making art and like 10% of the proceeds goes to this organization or to this mission or to this cause that you really are into. So that way you can kind of give back and also receive abundance at the same time. So yeah, I see so many different parts of you that are just wanting to be explored artistically. I even see something about maybe you getting into theater or performance or something, maybe on the side, just so you can get out of the house and get your energy going and connect with different people. So what I would do if I were you is I would just research. I would go look at different Etsy shops and different fashion things and think like, what could I do right now? Find a way to go get some tools and materials and supplies and mess around. You might think about doing the crochet thing and maybe that doesn't work out, and then you try the jewelry, or then you do this or that. Just allow yourself to try things. It's okay if you give up on a couple different things. Eventually you'll find your niche and you'll find what's good for you, and you'll be able to start that business. So honestly, if your family will support you, use this time to start a business or even start 2 different businesses and then get trained in the Reiki healing and go for it. I wouldn't pick just one thing. That's my final message to you, is if you don't want to go back to a regular job, you might have to do a couple different things. You don't want to burn yourself out. And I would definitely start with one thing and get that strong. And then, then when you're feeling like you're in the flow with that, start the other thing. Like maybe you start your crafting business, you work hard on that for a couple months, and then you start your Reiki training, and then, you're crocheting tops and you start a shop for that too. So keep going. Whatever business you start, it's going to take a couple years to really turn a profit. Talk to your family, see if they're willing to support you, and just make sure you haul ass and you stay committed. It takes a lot of momentum to get a business started. I've been doing this tarot thing. I'm so blessed. I'm doing great. It's only been 3 years, but I still haven't even hit 20K yet. I thought by now I'd have like 1 million subscribers and like a YouTube Diamond Award, and like my stuff would be blown up. And I'm really thankful for the progress I have and the path I've gone on. I've learned a lot more about organic growth. It's okay to dream big, but just realize it's gonna take a while, okay? So this is a great opportunity. If your family's willing to support you, milk that for as long as you can. If you're under their house, it's their rules. It's gonna be a little annoying sometimes, but do what you can and maybe get a little part-time job, and if you have to, so you can buy your tools and your supplies and stuff. Maybe work at an art shop, or work at Michael's or something like that, or wherever you can, where that has art supplies. If you can work somewhere where it's like a discount for you to be able to get the supplies you need, then that's a huge bonus too. All right. So I hope that resonates with you. I honestly think this is going to be one of the best choices you've ever made. If you have a chance to kind of start your own thing as an artist, go for it. You don't have to worry about the rent and all that stuff right now. You just, got to keep going with your dreams. So yeah, hope that resonates, and we're going to move on to the next person. All right, Corey is next. How are you doing, Corey? Is it Corey? Last name starts with a K? All right, Corey, I also saw your order that you purchased from me, regular order, and I want you to know that you're coming up really soon on my list. Like within, I think, honestly, you might be the next person. So you'll probably be receiving your full reading from me like tomorrow or the next day. So thought I'd update you while I have you here. So what's Corey's question, John?
Messages from the spirit guides.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is fun. So Corey, we're gonna get some messages from your spirit guides, okay? Oh my goodness. Remember all those readings we did for you about like your gift with being a spiritual judge? Don't you love that the Justice card comes out for you? I feel like your spirit guides are saying, "Hi Corey, what's up?" So, this is still a really strong gift that you have. Like the gift of discernment. That's what it is. It's a huge spiritual gift, the gift of discernment. And so this is telling you to have strength, because when you look around at the world, you see it different. I think your spirit guides are trying to point out the fact that you have a very unique perception on life. Everyone has their own unique perception, okay? But your perception is definitely very unique, and it can be so hard sometimes when you're looking at all these different situations and you have discernment. So at any point in time, you can look at a person or you can look at a situation and you can see like what needs to be done and what needs to happen and stuff. But it's not always necessarily that those people will listen to you or that you're able to have a say in the situation. So I feel like one of the biggest things you're learning in your life is the ability to just surrender, and also your ability as a light worker to be able to send healing energy and love to certain people and situations in your life. So I don't know, feels like there's someone in your family or a friend that's having a really difficult time right now. I don't know if it's because of a breakup or they're in a toxic relationship, or I just feel some darkness around them. This person has been reaching out to you and you've been trying to help them and stuff, but it's just like they're not taking your advice, or they keep kind of just digging themselves into this hole. And so I feel this message for you, like to have strength. Like this person's reaching out to you for a reason, and they do need your support, but to make sure that you're sending that love and light to them and sending them that Reiki energy and like cutting the cords to like protect your energy as well. And so, yeah, here's you, the Strength card. I also feel like this has to do with the season we're in right now. It's the time of the lion. It's the season of Leo. This is also the Lion's Gate portal. And it's bringing some new energy into your life. This card is one of my favorites. It talks about there was something that happened, like one of these cups metaphorically in your life got turned upside down. So there's something that happened that didn't go the way that you expected it to go, or there's something that just kind of fell through. And I feel like this has to do with timing. You wanted to be at a certain point right now in your life and it hasn't happened, or there's a process in your life that's taking a little bit longer. I feel like this might have to do with your career or something. You're just waiting for this opportunity to come through, or you're just waiting for this harvest. It kind of reminds me of when you plant a seed and like you fertilize the soil and like that little sprout comes up and you're taking care of it and you're weeding the garden, you're trimming it and everything. There's a certain point though in the process of, growing a plant where you kind of just have to step back and let it grow and let nature do its thing. And I feel like that's where you're at right now. It's like you kind of just have to step back and let time and let nature, the universe, the law of attraction and everything kind of do its thing. So you're at that spot in the manifestation process. It's like the last spot. It's like you're just kind of letting go. You're opening up. You're resting. You're reflecting, and you're kind of waiting. And so it's that energy of kind of almost being in a stalemate of like there's no way to go forward right now. It's kind of a waiting game. It's all about patience right now. So I feel like your spirit guides are kind of acknowledging where you're at. So let's go ahead and pull some more cards for you. Any messages about how to best flow through this time in your life? Okay, so yeah, I kind of see like releasing a connection, releasing a person from your life. Maybe that's the person we were just talking about. You're getting validation like this person might be draining your energy or might be like an energy vampire. Maybe you need to spend a little bit less time around them or just back away from them for a while. It's hard because you've been really vulnerable with this person. You've been really open to them. But I do see like you helped nurture this person and you did kind of do the job you were supposed to do as like a light worker and a spiritual judge, but like for your own integrity you kind of have to move on. Next, I see this will help you to grow, to have the willingness to grow. So let's pull you some more cards. Releasing people that no longer serve you, and it's gonna give you serenity. It's gonna give you serenity in your life. But now I see fulfillment, that's going to be kind of hard, releasing this person, releasing this connection, whoever the person is that's coming on your mind. Maybe this is something that has already happened, somebody that you already released. But I also see fulfillment on the other side. This has to do with your dreams, your job, your goals. You want to get a business started. You're working on starting some new paths there. This is saying just keep going on that path, let it grow, let it grow. I also see a message for you coming from your spirit guides, something about marketing. This is a good time to research marketing. It's funny, we were just talking about that. It's a little bit of a challenge right now because it's like, how do I go about this? How should I market myself? Should I just do business cards? Should I try social media? What techniques should I use? This is telling you to like search for that information, find resources online and be willing to, implement those things that you research. You're on the right path. This is saying like you don't need to take any type of major risk right now. It kind of is just about consistency and implementing plans and dreams you've already had, Yeah, you are 100% informed right now on what your purpose is, on what your passions are. Yes, hesitation to let go of this person. You might not want to make that decision right away, but you will be able to make it. And you'll be able to heal and get on the other side of that. And then here you are working on establishing that business, and we see the rebirth, the new beginnings for you. So I hope that this message resonated with you. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you later. All right, John, so who's next?
Christian.
All right, Christiana, how have you been? It's great to hear from you.
Met this guy 9 years ago, felt a mutual connection, we didn't even talk. Had a familiar presence. He was from my brother's soccer team, but I've only seen him once.
Aw.
Since then, and I've asked him about a car. We'd like to meet him, but we'd like to leave it open to destiny. What has destiny in store for us? What part do we play
Okay, so there's this guy that you kind of knew of years ago because he had like a connection to your brother. And you've always had this like strange kind of connection with him or felt chemistry with him. And you've recently like passed him on the street and you're just like, okay, like I don't really want to like get at this person, but I want to leave it up to synchronicity. But like, what's going on with me and this person? Do we have a connection? What should I do? All right, this is so exciting. Let's go ahead and see what's going on here. So let's see like if there's any vibes between this person and you, if they've noticed you before. Okay, so what I'm getting is yes, this person is definitely aware of you. Okay, they noticed you all those years ago. Not sure if they saw you pass by in the car or not, but this person's definitely aware of you, is the message that I'm getting. Okay? Now we're seeing delays here. We're seeing like, you might never get to know this person. You might not start something with them unless you make the effort. This is the only way. This is what I'm seeing here. Okay? I know you want to leave this up to fate and chance. You might pass them again, let's see, like, would that happen? Yeah, I mean, the message I'm seeing here for you, honestly, is if you're into this person and you've seen them before, you might need to make the effort. So I'm getting a message here about like talking to your brother, even if that's embarrassing, and just being like, hey, do you follow this guy on social media? What's his name? Lurking him, adding him, maybe liking some pictures, seeing if he'll follow you back or if you can slide into those DMs, or the next time you see him just say hi, like, oh, I remember you were on the team with my brother or something like that. You might need to be the one to make the effort, okay? That's what I see here, So now let's just see, like, if you were to make the effort, what the possibilities are here. If you were to kind of somehow find a way to like get them on social media or like find out about them from your brother, it's okay to do that, Yeah, there's no red flags about this person at all. I feel like this guy is like a really nice guy. There's definitely going to be a mutual attraction here. And this says give this relationship a chance. So I feel like if you really keep thinking about this person and they're coming on your mind and the ball's kind of in your court, you might just have to try it out, and that can be hard being the person to approach someone, but that's how I ended up with my husband, right, John? I approached him, he showed up at my party. It's a really long story. I won't tell the whole thing, but I approached him. I just was like, I don't want this night to go by without talking to this guy that I think I'm really attracted to and I feel something there. And when he first walked through the door, we had this moment, and I'm really glad that I ended up talking to him and that I didn't just kind of wait around for him to come to me or like hope that something would happen. Sometimes you just got to take your chance. And sometimes, if sometimes people say like women shouldn't do that or, that's not traditional, but it's okay to make the first move. It's just you don't want to chase somebody. So it's okay to like find somebody on social media, slide into their DMs, start a conversation with them, or like their pictures, or approach them and start a little conversation like, hey, oh, you were on, and just kind of see if there's a vibe there. It's even okay to give somebody your number, say, hey, like find me on social media, or here's my number if you want to talk or chat or something. Like that can be forward. Maybe that like freaks you out or something, but it's okay to do that. And then the ball's in that person's court after that. After you make that first move, if they want to pursue you, it's on them. What you don't want to do is like stalker message someone, or like, I don't know. You don't want to keep going after that. It's okay to just like come at somebody once and then just leave the door open, But I always say, if you're gonna do that, go big or go home. If you just follow them and hope that maybe they'll follow you back and like all your pictures and like write you, and they never do, and you call that like, oh, it's a fail. There's lots of random people that follow me all the time. Like, I would never know, or like, you know what I mean? They might just be like, oh, that's random. You might need to literally slide into those DMs or approach them on the street, even if that's against your nature. It's okay. It's okay to sometimes, like, you have to do that. I noticed in my life that a lot of the people that were into me and that would approach me and ask me on dates or like try to hit on me, for some reason, they were always people I was just never attracted to. Just not my type. I don't know why people that aren't my type would just be into me. And so I kind of learned to just make the first move sometimes. If it's someone you're into and you're attracted to, sometimes you have to make the first move. Sometimes smiling and making eye contact or just liking somebody's pictures or sliding into the DMs is enough. Sometimes you have to be a little forward and just say, like, let's hang out. You can still be casual with someone and ask him to hang out or give him your number or like give him your social media. You got to be a little bold to do that, but it's not unheard of. And so that's kind of the message I'm getting for you, is like, maybe try giving this a chance. And worst case scenario, they're not into you and they think you're horrible. And so what? Like, so what? All right. Their loss, because you're the awesome goddess that, the fact that you're even giving them the time of the day, that's a blessing to them. So you have nothing to lose here. And you might feel a little embarrassed telling your brother, but so what? Maybe your brother could hook it up. So this says keep an open mind. Keep an open mind about this person, about what could happen, but you're definitely going to have to make the effort here. This says it's going to be hard because you spent a long time kind of retreating in love and kind of just seeing like what will happen, and maybe trying a different approach will help. If you've never tried this approach before, try it out, see if it works for you. Oh, there's a bunch of cards that just fell on the ground. Hang on. Yeah, this says take control. This is a card that's saying take control. So I kind of feel like that's your message here. Don't be afraid. It's worked out for me before. There's other times that I crashed and burned horribly and embarrassed myself. But you know what? I'm still standing. Everything worked out for me in the end. And you can only benefit from speaking your truth or from following your heart. So think of it as a journey, as an adventure, okay? Excuse me, I need to drink some more water. I hope that resonated with you, and I'll see you later.
Carol.
Who's next?
Carol.
Caro. What's up, Caro?
Question just said a love update. To make sure she doesn't want to be anymore.
Yeah. Hi, Caro. Are you here right now? Oh, there you are. Hi, Caro. Love update. Can you let me know your specific question? I know I've done readings for you before. Is there a particular person that you're interested in? Oh, Christiana. Fate leading you guys together? I think it's fate that you pass them on the street. But I don't think so. I'm getting the message I got was like, you got to meet this in the middle. You might need to ask your brother. You might need to find that social media. If you see them, you might need to approach them. But if you take that first step, then I feel like it'll be reciprocated. So it kind of reminds me of that saying I say a lot: first you take action, then the support comes. So it's like you take the action and then that love comes in your life, Okay, so Carol Highland, you and your boyfriend. Okay. So you and your boyfriend that you're together with, or you and your future boyfriend? Just want to clarify that you're in a relationship before I start. I sense somebody around you, so... Carol, just clarify, let me know if this is about you and your current boyfriend, or you and your Yeah, you're in a relationship. Okay. Because I feel love around you. Ooh. Honeymoon makes me wonder, is there an engagement coming? We'll have to see. But I see something about a trip you guys are going to be taking soon. Okay, so I don't know if you guys are going abroad together or if you're going on some type of family trip or there's vacations. I know for a lot of people right now in the world it's summer, so it is the time to travel. If you guys don't have any plans to travel anywhere, I would make some because it seems like you guys need to get away together and this would really benefit the relationship. I love traveling with my husband, so I just feel like this is going to be really fun for you to explore somewhere you've never been before and to find out different things about each other. So this is saying either a trip you guys are going to go on is going to be like a big thing for the relationship, kind of get you guys on the next level or be like a boost, or that planning a trip somewhere could be like that, okay? So yeah, something about a trip or a traveling vacation together. And then this says it's safe for you to love. So if you're needing any reassurance that you're on the right path, like it's totally safe for you to open your heart to your boyfriend. I feel like this is very serious. This could be the one. Oh my God. What? Okay, who saw that? I literally said this could be the one, and then I flipped over that this could be the one card at the same time. What? That's happened like twice tonight. Oh my God. I'm sorry, I'm freaking out. I need to freak out for a second. That was so creepy. John's laughing. Oh my gosh, you guys. Wow. So yeah, Carol, I mean, this really could be the one, I guess. Oh, I love this. You can't make this stuff up, you guys. Oh my God, I'm freaking out. Engagement. Honeymoon engagement. Yeah, there will, maybe you're gonna get proposed. I don't want to spoil the surprise, but maybe you'll get proposed to on a vacation, or like they'll take you somewhere really special for that. There could be something planned already. This says your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So if you guys aren't already living together, I kind of feel like you might be living together. If you're not living together, I see you guys moving in. At the very least, but this could mean an actual engagement, you know, honeymoon, engagement, calling in your soulmate, you know, this really could be it for you. This person, it's safe. I don't see any problems here. You guys are still kind of in that process of getting to know each other. I sense you guys have been together for around 2 or 3 years. Is that correct? Let me know. If it's been 2 or 3 years, maybe even longer. I feel the energy of a couple that's gotten to know each other for a couple years. And there's still a lot more to know, you know? But I feel like you guys know enough now to know that you want to spend the rest of your lives together. Okay, a year and a half. It could be that around 2 or 3 years is when you guys get engaged or married, okay? So, yeah, and this says the most amazing thing about this relationship is that you feel like you're respected. You feel like you can still be your own individual. It's not like that ball and chain relationship where all of a sudden you feel like you're old and like you've grown up and you're stuck. Like you are still free to make choices, like continue to work on yourself as an individual because that is what will make your relationship strong. I've been in a relationship for 10 years. Isn't that crazy, John? 10 years. And something that's really helped me, that's helped us, is being able to still really work on ourselves as individuals and not pressuring each other to like do anything or to be anything other than what we are, you know? So, you know, I think you guys have really good communication. That's something else that I'm seeing. Just keep slaying your life and your partner will do the same. The best thing you can do to kind of change your partner, or if you want them to like kind of move in a certain direction, be more responsible, get more serious about life, is to just not change them and to just do that yourself. Because the things that you do have an effect on your partner. This says release your ex. I don't know if there's anybody you wonder about from the past, or like there's like the one that got away or someone you worry about, but I do kind of see like cutting the cords with that once and for all could help, even though that was a while ago. just kind of being ready to take the next step. Okay? Yeah, and this says if the opportunity does present itself for you guys to be able to get married or to really take that next step, if that's what you want, then, you know, you don't necessarily have to wait for it. Maybe you have this idea of like having this really big wedding, or you guys want to have more finances or more stuff together, but sometimes you could wait forever for something like that. I kind of see you guys might have a simple wedding, or you might elope, or it might be something where like you just go abroad and you do it, or destination wedding kind of thing. And so, you know, maybe kind of think about just kind of making it something smaller or just more intimate. And what's important is that you guys are together. So it might be stressful. If this happens, you might think like, oh my gosh, now we got to plan all this stuff. But a lot more people these days are just keeping it simple. You can still have an amazing dress. You can still look amazing and have all the things you want, but it doesn't have to necessarily be like inviting every single person ever. And, you know, this is just like keeping it simple. I see worth waiting for. Like, you guys don't need to wait. If you know that this is the one, and you guys have been talking about marriage, and like this is on the table, or you get engaged, like I just kind of see an engagement and then a wedding, and bam, it's done. So this is something you really want to think about, or maybe talk to your partner about, because it seems like this is kind of the point you guys are at where you're really starting to think seriously. So it feels very serious. Let's see how your partner feels about the future. Now, look, not everyone gets married. Not everyone has to get married. I have friends who've been together forever, and they have kids and property and all this stuff, and they aren't married. And it's really just personal preference. But if that's something that you want and that your partner wants, then that's on the table. How does your partner? Yeah. So you guys don't talk very much. Is this a problem? I don't think so. I mean, you guys have a really strong attraction to each other. I think this will grow. You guys have been together a year and a half. Relationship is very serious, but you guys will start to communicate more. Maybe bringing up a conversation about something like this, about like, do you ever, do you see yourself married or having kids in the future? Not necessarily to you, but just like in general, or where do you see yourself in 5 years? Like asking questions like that can be really fun and interesting way for you to get to know each other deeper, and to also check if you guys are kind of compatible in the future. This is true love. This is true love, you know? And you know what? Going on vacation, maybe that's why I'm seeing going somewhere together, honeymooning, vacationing, like having like a good time together, getting out of town can help you guys kind of talk more and stuff. I don't know. John, do we talk a lot? I guess we do. Sometimes we talk a lot, sometimes we don't. Like, yeah, you guys are good. That's what I'm seeing for you. And the codependency card's reversed. It's like, this is a healthy relationship. Yeah. I'm gonna be able to get through things together. I don't know, this is really looking good. I'm really happy for you. It's nice to see that. I see all sorts of things in the cards checking into all y'all's relationships, and it's really nice to see a very positive one. So I hope that resonates with you, and we're gonna move on to the next person. I'm gonna crack my back. Oh, crack. Who? Okay, so Kamala is next.
Then we moved to Italy in September and I stayed there for some months to finish my degree in pharmacy. Single for 3 years.
Degree in what?
Pharmacy.
Oh.
Single for years and waiting for love, and I lost my partner during the past. And my question is, will I find that love in Italy? What kind of person
Oh.
is it going to be?
Ooh.
First time first.
I mean, that's definitely a place to find love. You go into the place of romance. Okay, so Kamala, you're moving to Italy in September to do your pharmacy degree, and you've been single for a while, and you're just wondering, are you going to find love in Italy? And I intuitively feel yes. I mean, that is the place for romance. Also, I'm just going to say it. Italian guys are kind of thirsty, so you're not gonna have a problem attracting somebody there. They can also be pretty attractive and romantic. So, yeah, I see you've let go of the past. You know, you've been single for a couple years, and I feel like part of it is because that was a rough breakup for you. And after that, you really just kind of had to realign your goals and like figure out your life again. This is telling you to flirt. Flirt, flirt, flirt. It's not going to be hard. Smiling, making eye contact with someone you think is attractive will give that invitation. These Italian people, they're going to pick up on it. They invented flirting. And so, yeah, I also see worth waiting for. You might not meet the person right away when you get there. You'll have fun. You flirt with people, you hang out with people. I see something about 6 to 8 months from when you get there, something serious comes in. So it might just be some flirting, casual relationships, you know, be open to just having fun, connecting, kind of just getting back in the dating world. I feel like this is nice because you'll get to ease into it. And then around 6 to 8 months, I see something serious, okay? Yeah, I see a commitment, a committed relationship. So you're definitely going to end up in a relationship with somebody from there. Let's see what this person's like. If we can pick up on their characteristics. You know, when you first get there, you might feel a little vulnerable and like you kind of want to protect yourself a little bit. But I see these layers being peeled away, like as you date people. I definitely see a couple people you're dating or you're getting to knowing or just flirting with people. And then, like, when you meet this person who's like really relationship material, you're ready. And it's an exciting time. I feel something serious with this person where like you might bring them back with you or like introduce them to your family or you become a part of their family and their friend group. And so this is very serious. And this is going to be a big crossroads for you. This person's going to open up opportunities for you. It might be an opportunity for you to stay in Italy longer, or to live in Italy, or to travel somewhere else with this person. And I see a partnership here. You guys kind of joined, maybe you guys end up living together. Because I see like joining finances or joining families, or, you know, maybe there's marriage. Thought we were just talking about marriage with somebody else. We see marriage for you. This person is single. They don't have children. I also feel like they could be older than you. Okay? They could be a little bit older. And this says pay attention to red flags because, like I just mentioned, I don't want to, you know, pick on Italians, but sometimes these Italian guys are thirsty. There might be some F-boys out there, so I kind of see like the first couple guys you date are fun and stuff, but you're just realizing it might not be something serious, but this other person is maybe a little bit older than you by a couple years, maybe even significantly older, so be open. Love comes in all forms, and this person wants to be serious. I feel it says give this relationship a chance because you might be a little nervous. Maybe you never dated someone that's older than you. I feel like they're older or there's something different about them or they're very established or maybe they come from wealth or something like that. Okay? And it says you deserve love. You know, focus on the person that you feel the most chemistry with. Okay? Because you're going to have options. That's kind of what I feel. So really strong chemistry. What else is this person like? Yeah, you're going to have decisions. You might be dating one person at the time that this other person comes in. So you're going to have to make a decision. It might be rough. It might be tough, you know? So can you imagine going from just being single for years and then having all these options? So yeah, that I do see an aspect of this journey that might be tough for you. Options. And you know, I've seen this for a lot of people today. I feel like the love energy is being unblocked by so many people and it's rushing in. A lot of people are manifesting multiple attractions. Here we've got the King of Pentacles. So yes, this is somebody that might be a little bit older or they're mature, and they are wealthy. I definitely tapped into that. The King of Pentacles is someone that has wealth. They might work for the government, or I don't know if they're military or if they're kind of like working at some establishment or something, but they're kind of higher up. And so they do have a little bit of social class and etiquette to them. I see a home, either this is some type of inheritance that they have, but there's a property. There's a property. So they have a nice home, and that definitely opens up some doors for you if you guys get serious. Maybe you move in with them or something like that. This person also does love to travel, so they're Italian, but they could be like, it's possible they might not even actually be an Italian fully, or they travel a lot, or they live two different places, if that makes sense. I see properties in other parts of the world, so it's actually really interesting. They're very focused on their work, so this won't be somebody that will necessarily distract you from your studies with pharmacy, because they're very busy with their work too. But when you guys are off work and everything and you're off school, like, you can hang out, you can date, you can enjoy, you can travel a little bit. And so they do have a really good work-life balance. Sometimes the King of Pentacles is someone that's hard to date because their work is everything to them. Their stability, their foundation is everything to them. And this is the person that's always taking phone calls at lunch and like ditching the family for work. But actually, this person has a good work-life balance. I also see something about them having some type of investments or something. So yeah, this is a person who's set up there, and that's why I kind of feel this getting serious, because this person has an option to marry someone or to be in a very serious relationship. They're looking for something serious, so if that's what you're looking for, then this is your person. Okay, so let's pull some final messages. Oh, look, yeah, this says patience, because remember, you're not going to meet this person right away, months after you get there. So if you're willing to just wait a little bit longer and you're open to just flirting and kind of getting back out there in the whoops, wrong card. Flirting and getting back out there in the meantime, then you can't go wrong. So I don't know where that flirt card went. Whatever. So yeah, patience. This is the Temperance card. You might get there and feel like, well, this sucks, I'm still single, but just give it a little bit more time. Trust me, there's someone coming in for you, okay? I hope that this reading resonates, and I'll see you later. So who's next? All right, you guys, I'm shuffling all these cards back in the deck, and then we'll move on to the next person. All right, Vic is next.
Well, what I'm striving for as a creative who wants to own his own business while pursuing photography be prosperous and or successful for me. Basically, am I on the right career path whole-wise?
Great. All right, so Vic, let me know if you're here. So you're on a path of wanting to own your own business and work in photography. Let me know if you're here, Vic. If you're not, I'm going to upload this and you'll see it later. But this is your reading. This is awesome. I actually know a lot about this because I'm a fashion stylist. I've worked with photographers for years. And so I've been able to see people start their business going all the way from nothing to being like featured in Vogue. I've been able to see people who do headshots or weddings. I've been able to see people who have their own studios, and like I've worked with people that are very professional. I've worked with beginners, and so I've kind of seen it all. And so I do have some practical knowledge that I can help with as well here. But let's see what the cards are saying for you. Well, you're not going to be on this journey alone. I'm not sure if you're married or in a relationship, but I see somebody who's actually going to be like a romantic partner to you that is going to help you on this journey. And that's in the middle of this whole reading. So I think that's really interesting. This is like a twin flame or somebody that you share a really similar passion or purpose with. And with this person, you guys kind of become a force to be reckoned with, and like you're able to run this business. It seems like this person kind of handles the details, the emails, like that side of the business, and like is really friendly and helping with relationships, and like you're focusing more on the technical side. So just know like there's support coming here for you. here we go. I got the performance arts card for you reversed, which is interesting because this does have to do with like performing your artwork through a medium. We see lighting on here. This is definitely talking about photography for you, audio and video. I actually see you expanding your skill set into being more of like a production company and even including some motion, like cinematography. So if you're wondering for a direction to go in, if you haven't already learned about that yet, I would definitely take some courses or just do some YouTube tutorials and start maybe incorporating into your portfolio motions, okay, like cinematography, maybe even getting your graphic design and motion graphics skills down as well, because the more multifaceted you can be here, the better it is. Obviously, you want to just be that photographer, but I see like if expanding your skill set can help a little bit with this, okay? I do see a production company. I really do see that. I think the hardest thing is abundance. This is not going to pay off for a while. This is going to be a long path. Everyone's path is different. For me, it took me 10 years of working for free as a fashion stylist before I got my first paycheck. Okay, it took me a couple years of learning tarot before I was able to offer my services and receive money for it. So it can take a while. I've watched photographers grind and grind and grind and grind and like no money. And then like, you know, the next year, bam, that's when they got their break and all this money came in. So for you, just realize don't quit 5 minutes before the miracle. Also, there's going to be a lot of different people in and out of your life in this industry. You're going to realize who your yes people are and who your no people are. Stay away from the people that are creating drama, who don't want to credit you for your work, who are difficult to work with. You know, pay attention to the people that are on the rise and have a great attitude. They're going to go far in this industry. I see you moving and traveling. I definitely see you focusing on cities that are like the major capitals of the world, like New York, Los Angeles, Paris, Milan, you know, whatever, wherever you're at in the world. You might want to make sure that you're living on the outskirts of one of these cities, so that you have access to all of these jobs and opportunities. I see a side job for you, a side hustle. You might realize with photography that you really like to do commercial work, or that you really like to do editorial work, or that you really like fine art, but you might have to do the wedding photography or the headshots or the graduation portraits or whatever, just to kind of make sure that you're, you know, getting paid. So there might be some sacrifices and some compromises you're going to have to make, but at least you're still going to be using your skills. Also, knowing your worth. For some reason, people always want to be cheapskates when it comes to photographers. They don't realize how much work it really takes, and they just want to hire somebody that's like, you know, only pay them $200 when really they should be paying you $2,000. So that's going to be something that's hard too. But if you just set your budget high and you keep your work consistent, you're going to make that money. Now, the most important thing for you right now is your portfolio. You're definitely on the right path, but you have to be willing to continue working for free and taking opportunities for your portfolio. So find a good team, you know, a good makeup artist, hairstylist, whatever, for whatever it is that you're doing, and make sure that you know who your people are and that you keep cranking out solid work. You know, submitting work to publications to get featured, entering contests all the time. Like, the more clout you can get around your work, the better. And then, you know, updating your website, continuously updating your, you know, Instagram, using hashtags. Another way that could help you to attract more support and more clients too is through teaching. You might be able to do like make an online course for teaching people photography or how to use certain types of equipment, and be able to sell that on certain types of websites that allow you to sell courses, or maybe starting YouTube or something and documenting your process and teaching. And that could be a way to, like, you could monetize your ads, or you could get money through doing courses. And that can also support you on the side, and it's still related to what you love. So basically, messages I'm getting is you got to have a couple different side hustles related to photography to make sure that you're able to make all that abundance so that you can invest in starting your business and that production company and everything. But in answer to your question, yes, you're definitely on the right path. I think what's needed is brainstorming, like figuring out how you're going to kind of get to that end game and filling in those gaps. Like for me with Rainbow Harmony, end game is being able to have tarot courses, being able to have my own tarot deck and sell merch, and be able to, maybe have a travel clothing line. And so I have these big goals, but what's getting me there is like doing personal readings and doing coaching with people and, growing my channel and stuff like that. So what's your end game, and what are some things that you can do to be able to keep the lights on, pay the bills, and be able to move along this process and reach those goals? Sometimes you have to do things you don't necessarily like the wedding photography or the this or the that, just to be able to get that, get the money, get the investment, and keep things going. So keep going on this path. I also see, yes, love has a lot to do with this path. Somebody in your life, like a loving relationship, definitely romantic relationship, somebody who goes along with you on this path. I see some hard times on this path, but honestly, if you just stay persistent and you don't give up, you're gonna make it. This is the yes card. This is the sun telling you, yes, you're on the right path and you can manifest whatever you want in this life. So keep going. Yeah, there's a lot of photographers out there and the market might seem oversaturated, but at a certain point, the people that are fake and that are just in it for the clout or whatever, those people eventually fall away and move into other industries. And the real people that are meant to do it, stick with it. So build your legacy. Organic growth takes time. Building your legacy takes a long time. If you stick with it, you're going to get better and better. You're going to develop a really great reputation, and you're going to have the staying power. And ultimately, you're not in competition with anyone. The people that are meant to come to you, the clients that are meant to come to you, those people will come to you. There are people who are meant to come to you and meant to be part of your life in that way. So I hope that message helps you, and we're going to move on to the next person. So who's next? Okay, so Sarah.
Been seeing a lot of synchronicities, and I feel some advice from spirits where I'm in my life. Would be good.
Okay, so Sarah, you've been receiving a lot of synchronicities, and you're just wanting some advice from Spirit on where you're at in your path right now in life. And maybe we'll even throw in what's your next step. So, where are you at? You know what? This deck is calling to me. Okay, so I'm seeing this message right now you're on this path of really gaining abundance. I see your root chakra being lit up, and what's really interesting is that these two sticks here are coming together and they're pointing up here at this red part of this rainbow grid, and that's the root chakra. And so your root chakra has to do with your foundation in life, your security, your financial life as well. And so I feel right now you're at this point where you're really trying to develop your foundation in life, and you're manifesting finances and abundance. That way you have more options available to you. I do see a move coming in your near future. I think the message for you is to really decide where you're living right now, where you're at right now, with the goals and the plans you have, is that gonna suit you? Is that gonna be best for you? And, I kind of feel like because of some of the goals you have, maybe some of these artistic and creative goals that you have in your future, there might be a place out there in the world that's like calling to you. So I see this message about some type of move that's going to happen within the next like 3 years, I want to say. Yeah. I feel like towards the end of 2020, this is really gonna be like, you're gonna be on that path. Like, you're gonna have the savings, or you're gonna like have your mind made up on exactly where you wanna go. So you might not need to know the exact place just yet, but just realize like it's time to save. So I see that message of like saving money, getting your foundation set for you. Yeah, awesome. So you're trying to stay positive, focus on your desires. Your energy feels great, by the way. You have such great positive energy. You're always writing some beautiful comments on my page. Like, you got the mindset all the way. I think it's just about like getting that confidence up to be able to make that decision on like where you want to go in life and what you want to do. And you know what helps me to take risks and make choices in my life? Reminding myself that there's no such thing as a bad decision. As long as you are moving in like what feels right in your heart, whatever choice you make, it will be supportive. The universe will support it. So it's not always about the bad choice or the right choice, or if I'm going to waste my time. Like, there are infinite possibilities, and so you can choose everything. Sometimes we see our life in just like this narrow, limited perspective, but there's all of this on the outside that we haven't considered yet. So I just see this message for you to start tucking money away and just start telling yourself, like, I'm probably going to move somewhere. I'm probably going to go somewhere, even if it's just upgrading your apartment at the very least, I see something about a move though, maybe travel or something like that. So start tucking money away and just work. If you don't know what else to do, just work, tuck some money away. And, that money, you can use it to be able to invest in the tools, materials, and supplies that you need to move towards your goals and dreams, or to be able to move you somewhere that will put you in a better position to be able to get you on that path. So I just kind of see like you're moving out and away and closer to your dreams. And I think a specific place has something to do with this. So it's like you're ready for a fresh start, a new beginning. So yeah, that's the message I'm getting for you. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but like they're lighting off fireworks. I don't know what it is about this country, but like every single night people here light off fireworks. I'm just used to it now. So crazy. But I think that's cool. We're getting fireworks at the end of your reading. It's like, yes, get out there, make it happen. I'm distracted, sorry. Yeah, you're leaving the place you're at behind. So this says stay dedicated. Really, your life might kind of feel a little boring, same old thing for like a while, maybe a year or something, but you're going to be getting closer and closer. So start collecting those coins, start collecting those pentacles, start saving up. Get your little nest egg. See this? That's literally what this is. A nest egg of money saved up to be able to get where you want to go. Okay? So yeah, I hope that helps, and those fireworks were totally for you. Thank you again so much for all of your support. I really, really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you next time. So who's next on? That was Sarah. Just getting my next person, you guys. Reading their question.
Abigail?
Okay, Abigail's next.
I'm seeing a lot of synchronicities. 999, 444, 555, 777. I know they're messages from my angels. Is there a particular path or message that my spirit guides want me to focus on?
Okay. So you've got 999, 444, 555, 777 going on, Abigail, and you're like, is there a particular path I need to focus on? There's a lot of messages coming in right now. So real quick, 999 is all about endings and beginnings. And so it's like something in your life is ending when you see 999. You know, it was really interesting. I was leaving, I think it was Egypt, and I was getting on the plane, and I saw 999 all the way to the airport. It was so crazy. It was like the end of something, beginning of something new. So it does mean that one cycle in your life is ending and something new is beginning. It's actually really positive. All the apartments that I lived in before I went and traveled, all were like number 9 or number 991 or 889 or something like that. It was so weird. Like I had so many nines, and now I look back and like it's totally a message. Like something was ending, something new is beginning. 444 is all about hard work and perseverance and like staying grounded and like taking the little baby steps that you need to take to get where you want to go. Like making a list and doing the practical steps, you know? So 444 isn't necessarily about intuition. It's about being logical and practical. It's interesting because for me, I've always been attracted to 4 and 444. That's like my number. And I think it's because I'm just such an intuitive person that I always have to constantly remind myself to be logical, to be practical, to ground my energy. So yeah, for you, 444 is telling you to be practical, logical, make lists, like focus on what's in front of you, what needs to get done. 555 is a message that something unexpected could happen in your life, so like be prepared for some type of change. And then 777 is sometimes like a twin flame number or like a number of synchronicity or like a number of balance. Like it could be a positive message telling you like you've reached good balance, like you're in alignment, or it could even be telling you like, you know, get into alignment first and then you can move forward, like focus on your balance. So those are just some messages off the top of my head based off numerology. But let's go ahead and see like what you need to focus on right now. Okay, so I see abundance coming in from your work. This does seem to be a financial message too, which is interesting. I see stability with your work. So if you're not feeling like you have stability with your work, or you feel like you're working so hard, but you're not able to like stay on top of the bills and everything, or you're barely scraping by, this could be telling you like know your worth and get a new job, you know? Like, because that's the first thing. Before you can move forward in life, you need to move forward from a stable foundation. So I'm seeing something about like this is saying like this time has passed, or you're being guided to move towards more stability in your work, or like that this like it's the end of that cycle and the beginning of a good cycle in your work, and finding more satisfaction and more fulfillment in that. So trust your heart on that one. But something else I see for you is telling you, you know, stay on top of this, but I also see focusing on relationships. Like you're ready for a new relationship, whether this is romantic or just with friends, like working to make sure that you're connecting with the right people. So I see a reunion of soul family, and this could have to do with maybe finding a new job, because sometimes the best friends of our life end up being people that we meet at work or something. So it could be that. This could also be telling you maybe to get back out there and date or something, or that you'll be traveling to a place or moving to a place where you're going to meet some important people. But this is a good time for you to take up invitations, to go to events, to join some type of group activity, whether it's group exercise or like some type of art class or something, or to do some type of hobby if you like golfing or whatever, do the golf classes, like to really make an effort to meet new people and put yourself out there. You know, oftentimes when we wish or we set a goal or an intention, the answer can often come through other people or like a group of people or a specific person. Excuse me. So I feel like the energy here is telling you to open up to relationships right now in your life. That's what's really important for you. And maybe that was something you're not expecting. They're saying it's time to bring in new people. It's time to bring in new energy. So a lot of messages about a transition. I see this horse card and it reminds me of freedom, like building financial freedom. And this could be you relocating somewhere or having the financial freedom to be able to travel more or take like day trips or to be able to explore more and adventure more in your life. Yeah, this is like get out of your cave, time to get out. I don't know if you've been in hibernation mode lately. I can be really introverted, so sometimes I'm just like kind of a hermit. But this is telling you to get out of hermit mode and to go meet new people, to go on adventures, travel. And if what's holding you back is finances or your work, get that work-life balance or look for the new job or ask for that raise. Like set up your life so that you're able to have comfort in this area, so you can focus on having fun, so you can, enrich your life with happy positive relationships, so you can feel that freedom and express it, so you can get out in the world. So yeah, you're really being called. I feel like this energy follows you into 2020 to like get out of your comfort zone, pursue relationships, travel, explore, meet new people, and it's really going to be like a spiritual journey for you. So yeah, and it's change coming into your life. They're telling you make some changes. You change up your routine, try something new, even if it's just connecting with a new person. And this is maybe you kind of shied away from new relationships for a while because of the past and some entanglements, and sometimes we meet toxic people and they get all up in our business and burn us out on relationships for a while. But I feel like the coast is clear and you're ready to connect with some new people and you'll be fulfilled through this. So this is the message that I'm getting for you. I hope that this resonates with you, and I'll see you later. So we just have a couple more people left, you guys. So if you've been waiting for your message, hang in there. And thank you so much for waiting so long. I know that's kind of frustrating having to wait forever to get your reading, but you can't beat the price of $12.22 for a legit reading. And the reason this took so long is because I want to make sure that everybody gets a quality reading. So if you're like one of the last people, I'm not going to quit on you. I'm going to make sure you still get a good message from me.
Lisa.
All right, Lisa is next.
Lisa.
Oh, it's Lisa.
Reading came right on time. Tomorrow is my birthday.
Aww.
I'd like to know what's coming into my life, changing, starting tomorrow. Any advice?
Oh my goodness, Lisa, happy birthday! Oh my God, tomorrow's your birthday, and so we're gonna do a little bit of a birthday reading for you. We're gonna see what this beautiful new year of your life is going to bring to you. Absolutely amazing. Let's see what's going on here. All right, so something about this year is like really important. I don't know what it is, but I feel like this is an age you're hitting where it just feels very mature and it feels very classy. And so it's like you're feeling like, yes, like I'm an adult, I'm a woman, like you kind of reach this pinnacle in your life. And it's a beautiful time. And so you're feeling this year like you finally kind of respect yourself. Like you might look back on your earlier journey and remember a time where you had really low self-esteem, a lot of confusion, but like I just kind of feel like the most amazing thing about this year is that you're going to be feeling very in your body, very present in life, and just comfortable in your own skin. You're not trying to change anything about yourself anymore. Like you're accepting yourself for who you are, and it's beautiful. So I see a really empowered energy as you move towards this year. A lot of this has to do with the energy of the year 2020 as well, which is going to be like a huge change for everyone. I also feel like you are realizing this year all the ways that your energy is being drained. Like you're realizing you're giving a lot of energy to people in your life or to your work or to this or to that. And so you're at this point where you're like, you know what? I'm giving so much, there's no energy left for me. So this is the year that you take your power back. This is the year where you're like, you know what? I'm going to put myself first. I'm going to be selfish, and that's okay. I'm going to make some time for my creativity. And they're saying that this is the most important thing for you to do this year. If you do anything this next year, is to make space for your creativity. Now, here's how this is going to benefit you. Okay, now practically, when you are being creative and you're in a creative mode, you're not worrying about things. You're not, trying to figure things out. You're not trying to control anything. You're not in a state of resistance. You're in a state of allowing. So when you're creating and when you're creative, you are in the moment, you're present. So you're making energetic space for the things that you've manifested to come into your life when you're creating, when you're creative. You are lifting your vibrational frequency. You're cleaning out your sacral chakra when you're creative, when you're creating. That actually helps heal any relationships that are in your life, because the sacral chakra, the center of your creativity, is also the center for relationships. So this is one of the most healing things that you can do. Yeah, and so I kind of see this message for you about maybe realizing you want to go on a creative path this year. So this might have to do with realizing maybe at some point in your future you want to be self-employed and you want to do something creative, or maybe you want to bring some abundance into your life and have some type of side job where you're doing something creative. Maybe you start the path to being able to leave this job if it's not something you want to do, and you're able to start something on the side that turns into this full-time creative job. It's like you're empowering yourself to really take this path. It could also be that you're learning something new creatively. Maybe you decide to learn a new hobby or a new creative skill that's going to enrich your life. So you can't go wrong when you're focusing on your creativity. So let's pull some cards for you and kind of get a little bit more focused on what this is. This has to do with the visual arts. So it could be anything on this list. Maybe it's ceramics or drawing or painting or sculpture or printmaking, design, crafts, photography, filmmaking, architecture, fashion design, interior design, decorative art, inventing decorative and useful items, makeup, hair, collage, graffiti, comics, set design, landscape art, woodcrafts, mixed media. Like, there's so many options here, but maybe there's something on here that will capture your attention, Oh, and you love dancing too. Amazing. So yeah, I definitely see you participating in this more and making this a part of your life even more. Okay? So absolutely beautiful. Let's pull some more cards for you about this next year of your life. Yeah, I see you more grounded this year. Something really unexpected is going to happen, though, kind of out of the blue. Whatever this is, though, it's going to bring you into balance. This could have something to do with your home situation. It feels like something like maybe something happens in the home and then you have to kind of refurbish it, but then you end up kind of renovating in a way you wanted to anyways. Or it could be your rent is raised and that sucks, but it causes you to move somewhere that's even better for you, or something kind of like that. It's like an energy in the home. And it's shocking at first, but it leads to balance. So if something like that happens around your home out of the blue, remember this message and know that, like, to just flow through the situation, and it's gonna bring balance to you. Yeah, this is the year where you're trusting in your heart. You're trusting in yourself. You're laying down boundaries with your time and with your energy. And it's a process. I feel like you start something this year, like that creative career or that hobby or whatever it is, or getting back into something, and you're in the process. So I don't necessarily see like you arrive at that destination or you meet the goal this year, but you start the process, and it's very rewarding. We see abundance in your life. Money is going to be good. Finances are going to be looking up for you, bringing in extra finances and connecting more with your truth. So happy birthday. I hope that this message resonates. It's going to be a beautiful year for you, and I will see you later. Oh, you want to know if you can get a new job in the next couple of months. Yeah, I see a new job for you. Oh, and by the way, your home is going to be okay. All right? Don't worry. I just kind of see something's changing in the home. So maybe somebody moves in with you, or maybe you renovate something, or you realize you want to move somewhere else after. You're going to be happy, so don't worry about the new home, but there's a change that's coming. It's unexpected, so just be open, okay? Final question for you. Get a new job in the next couple months? It might be a little bit longer than that timeline, yeah. Yes, it's gonna take a little while. Be open to that new job coming in around 6 months or maybe even a little bit longer, okay? Because that's the timeline I'm seeing right now. Timelines can shift, but you can be open to that. Oh, you want to let Vic know we did his already? All right, sorting my cards, you guys. We have just a couple more people left. Thank you to everyone who's being really patient, waiting till the end. Want to make sure that I give everyone a quality reading. I took on a lot more people this time than I usually do. That's why it's kind of taken forever. Next time, I'll probably only probably do half of what I did this time. I just happen to have a lot more energy today. So, who's next, John? Huh? All right, Pooja, it's really great to hear from you.
There's no question.
All right, Pooja, go ahead and write your question below, okay? And we'll answer it for you. Just waiting on your question, Pooja. Go ahead and write your question below, Pooja, and we'll answer it for you. How many, John? Okay. After this one, or including?
Good.
Okay. Stretching. Whew. Hi, Pooja, are you there? I'm ready to answer your question. Go ahead and type it in below. Oh wait, I see your question now.
I found it in there.
We found your question, Pooja. Thanks.
I'm meeting a matchmaker on Monday. Do you know what's coming in?
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. All right, Pooja, so you're meeting a matchmaker on Monday and you're wondering who is coming into your love life. All right, so let's pull some cards on this. That's fun. So I do see at the moment, like you're really nervous about this. This is the anxiety card. But keep in mind, these people are professionals and they're gonna make it so easy and so comfortable for you. I would suggest before you go in, writing a list of what you're looking for. That might sound kind of weird, like you're putting in an order on a menu, but the more detailed you are, the better of a match they're going to be able to find for you. So if you're kind of vague and you're just like, well, tall, dark, and handsome, and they like to swim. That might fit the description of a lot of people. So, you don't want to get so specific to where you're being picky or anything, but don't worry, like, feel free to have a list and talk to these people about it, because honestly, that's their job, and it's going to make them it a lot easier for you. I think something that's important for you is that you're dating somebody who is financially doing well for themselves, so you might want to mention that to them, because there's so many different types of people. They could set you up with someone that has the same interests as you, but if they're not financially stable, that in the future could cause a difficult relationship. So it's not like you're trying to be a gold digger or anything here. You just want to make sure that this person has a good foundation and they're responsible. And so that might be something you want to mention to them as well, that's important to you that you might not have thought of. That's what they're going to do when you show up to this place. They're going to be like, what are you looking for? And they have a database of tons of people. So the more specific you can be, the better. I actually see you meeting somebody who is really attracted to you. I'm pretty sure that they show the picture of you to this person before they agree to go on the date with you, just to see, like, are you attracted to them? Are you open to it? So just know that whoever it is you end up going on the date with is already going to be attracted to you and intrigued by you. So that's the wonderful thing about these dating services, is that, like, you don't have to worry about that. It's not necessarily a blind date, because they've already kind of like checked you out and like, kind of interested and intrigued. So you can show up to that date with confidence. I also see making sure that maybe you take some pictures of yourself before you go to the dating agency, or that you show up ready to have pictures be taken of you. So you're looking your best and do yourself up and all that jazz, because the picture is very important, Don't be nervous about it, because you're going to be gorgeous. You're going to look great. But yeah, I'll see something else here. Okay, so here we're getting the energy of somebody you'll be meeting. This could be the first person you go on a date with. I actually see it going really well. This person is the emperor. So yes, they are financially stable. They come from a very traditional family, so they're open to tradition. I actually feel like they're looking for a commitment, or they're looking for marriage. And I think that you guys will have a really great time on this date. They're very proper. They have lots of manners. And I feel like they can hold a conversation. They seem pretty tall, very tall. They dress nicely. They're well kept. They're very attractive. I think you might be a little shocked. You might be like, why didn't I try this dating service before? I feel an energy of fate that has guided you to this particular service. I honestly feel like you're going to probably meet somebody very important through this. And this is branding. So you're also going to be asked, like, what you like to do, what your hobbies are, like what your interests are, your likes, your dislikes. So maybe you can write some of that down before you go there as well, because they're going to be asking you all these questions. You might be a little nervous, and you might just be like, oh, I don't know. I just, you need to be specific. It's good. I just seen, like, be specific about what you want, be specific about who you are, and like that's going to give you the best chance for the best match. So don't be afraid to come with notes. That's going to make their job so much easier. And then this is just grace, like, moving through this process with grace, knowing that it's normal. That's so many people do online dating these days. It's basically a robot matchmaker, like an online matchmaker. And having like the personal touch of an agency is going to be so great behind this. So, move through this gracefully. Your heart has guided you to this for a reason, because there is an extraordinary connection that is waiting for you. Okay, let's see what's going to come through from this process. Ooh, you're going to actually meet somebody that feels very familiar to you. You'll recognize them by their picture, by their profile. You'll feel like you've known them before. It's somebody you've actually been with in a past life. So the energy with this person is going to be like picking up where you left off. And I also feel like, even on the first date, this person might want to hold your hand or might want to tell you that they like you or they want to see you again. So I feel like it's very possible the first date you go on could actually be this person, but be willing to give it a couple tries if not. And I also feel like you'll know by the way the conversation flows between you guys too. You're not going to have to worry if you go on a date where the conversation's not flowing. That's not your person. Like this past life person I'm picking up on is someone where it's just going to flow perfectly. It's going to be like you guys have met before. Beautiful energy. So yeah, this is saying get out there, flirt, rock what you got, and keep an open mind. This person might be a little different than you expect. They might maybe be a little older than you, or maybe a little younger. They could be maybe a little foreign in a way, from a different culture or tradition, or maybe even from a different place. So be open to that. And I definitely see some beautiful connections coming your way. So I hope that this resonates with you. Go for it. Don't forget your lists. And I'll see you later. All right? So you guys, we just have like 3 more people left, okay? So for those of you guys who've been waiting this whole time, thank you so much for that. Want to make sure everyone, including you, gets a quality reading.
I'm pretty sure it's the one with the username of Cool Beans.
Okay.
If not, the name's Lindsay.
Okay. All right, so Lindsay.
Had a full-time job interview last week and I didn't get it. I've been freelancing for 2 years. It's been a struggle. I might be able to secure a full-time job by the end of the year.
Excuse me. Just making sure we're ready for this message. All right, Lindsay. So you had a full-time job interview recently and it didn't happen for you. A little bummed about it. You've been freelancing for 2 years and you're just wondering, will you get a full-time position by the end of this year? So let's pull some cards. First thing I want to say is that, those job interviews, whoever did get that job was another person like you who needed that position, and that position was meant for them. Even if it really felt like, I got this is mine, I really wanted this job, that was meant for them. So let that give you hope, because that means there's a position out there that is meant for you. You're manifesting this, it's gonna happen, and it really is just divine timing here. There's so many different factors that go into this situation. There's other people involved here. So whoever is having the position before you needs to leave it first, and they need to get a position. The universe is working this out through synchronicity to make sure that everybody involved gets what they want. And by the way, that's a great prayer to pray, or a great intention to set. Help me to receive this job and help it to be for the greater good of me and everyone involved. That's what you want, So, it's not about competition. Just get in there at those interviews and just do your thing. And if they're looking for someone else and it's not you, that position is meant for them, So, sorry. There we go. All right, let's pull you some cards. Fail. Is this still working? Okay, sorry. I dropped my phone. By the end of the year. Oh, this is like you being all excited about like being in, working in a group of people, like in a team. And then we see this kind of broken heart here, the sadness of just like, is this ever gonna happen? I feel like this is telling you to take a risk or take a leap of faith. Yeah, this might take a little longer than you think, to be completely honest. I feel like you're gonna be freelancing into 2020. That might not be the answer you want to hear, but I think what's happening is you're being called to take some type of risk. So either, I see 2 things happening. As a freelancer, you might have some big opportunity come or like an opportunity to travel somewhere. And if you had a full time position at the time, it would be very difficult. So I think that the holdup has something to do with some type of opportunity that you're not aware of that hasn't come in yet. I see an opportunity to travel or like a big client. So, yeah, there's something coming in with your freelancing that you need to be open for. That's part of it. The next part is you might want to try looking for jobs in a different area. If you're really happy about where you live and like you're in your dream place and you're like, no, this is it, and I just want to climb the ladder here, this could be a message telling you to shoot for jobs that are even higher. Like maybe even jobs you might not necessarily be qualified for, but just go for it anyways. I see you like maybe that job, you could get something even better than that, or like a higher pay or something. So maybe looking for something that's you feel like is a little bit out of your league, but just going for it anyways might as well. And if you get that interview, you can always apply and you get the interview, awesome, just see what happens. Okay, but part of me is also thinking maybe moving somewhere or maybe looking into getting a job abroad or something like that. So be open to that because it seems like, sometimes when nothing's working out, it actually opens you up to take a big risk. So obviously you're going to have to find a way to get the finances to relocate or to take that big opportunity, but I kind of see some type of freelance gig that comes in at the perfect time, aligns everything, so you actually have your pockets padded pretty deep and all of a sudden there's options available for you. So there's something very synchronistic about all of this. You're being called to go somewhere, to take a leap of faith. You're supposed to be freelancing a little bit more because there's some type of opportunity coming in, so don't give up. I see within, 10 months, you'll probably have that full-time position, you know? Keep going with your freelancing. Don't give up. Market yourself. Keep your portfolio working. Continue to connect with friends and other people in the industry because that's where most of your jobs are going to come from. Yeah, this is talking about a partnership. Maybe, keep collaborating with friends and don't give up. It's hard. I'm a freelancer, so I know how hard it is. But I see opportunities for you out there. Let's go ahead and pull some more cards for you. Yeah, you have a decision to make on if you really want to stay where you're living or if you want to go somewhere else, because there might be more opportunities elsewhere, or if you want to just maybe shoot for a position that's even higher. So you do have some options here, some different directions you can go. I do see a freelance gig coming in. You will be supportive. There's a friend out there too. There's a specific friend you can reach out to and you might be able to tell them your plight. I think ultimately the full-time position you're looking for will come through a friend. Somebody will tell you, hey, you should apply for this, or my company's hiring, or something like that. So just continue to make friends with people, connect with people. I think I said this already today, but oftentimes when you dream, you wish, you fantasize, you set a goal or an intention, the answer often comes through another person or through a group of people. So yeah, I'm seeing it's going to take a lot longer than you think, but there's a reason and there's blessings along this path. So I hope that resonates with you, and I'll see you later. All right, we're going to get the next person. Who?
Nicole.
All right, Nicole is next.
It's coming in live. What messages do I need to hear from my life right now?
Wait, what? I didn't hear that.
What's coming into my health life / what messages do I need to hear from my life?
Okay. Let's do a reading for you on what's coming into your love life, because it's only for one question. So we're going to take the love question. What's coming into your love life for Nicole? Okay, so here's what I see. All right. This is calling in your soulmate. It means that your angels, your spirit guides, your higher self is well aware that you're trying to attract a soulmate, you're trying to attract a connection right now. So you've been thinking about this a lot, you've been visualizing this, and you basically have already manifested this and it's on its way to you. Now, I see a brand new person coming into your life, someone you've never met before, and I'm seeing a red flag. It's not about this person, it's about like your friends or people around you. They might be a little bit kind of iffy about this person at first because maybe it's just somebody new. You know how something that's foreign or unknown, people, humans naturally have a fear of that. I kind of feel like it's somebody new, and so they're like, oh, I don't know about this person, or maybe it's too good to be true. Because I feel like this person is really attractive, and they're such a great person, and it's kind of like that whole, like, there has to be a catch kind of energy. But the truth is, there is no catch with this person. Like, they're gonna make the effort with you, they're gonna pursue you, you guys are gonna fall in love really fast. So that's why everyone around you is gonna be like, be careful, don't get your heart broken, because they're gonna be like, wow, this happened out of nowhere. But I just feel this message like, ignore everybody and give this relationship a chance. Like, you guys are gonna fall hard and fall fast, and that's not always the best way to start a relationship, but I think the reason this happens is because there's so much chemistry between you. Like, it's an intense relationship. It's like you're inseparable from the day that you meet. Like, bam, it's a fast relationship. It takes off fast. And it's because it's a soulmate. And I feel like it's been a while since you connected with the soulmate. I don't know if your ex was like more of a karmic partner, a little tumultuous or something. And I feel like this person hasn't had a relationship in a while. And so for both of you guys, this is just like this blessing, like this treat, like of how in the world could you have found each other. It's just so beautiful. So I definitely see a soulmate connection coming in. And it's very playful. Like, it's playful, it's fun, it's adventurous. Like, you guys are going through that honeymoon period. Maybe you're calling off work to see each other. Like, it's really intense. I actually see you guys moving in with each other pretty fast. So things kind of take off, but then they kind of slow down and steady out, and you guys kind of find your rhythm. So it's just this fast, quick coming together. Anything else you need to know about this relationship and this person? Yeah, it's a little frustrating right now because I feel like you've been working so much on your foundation in life, your career, your finances, getting everything in order, and just like adulting and all that jazz, that you haven't really had a lot of time to put towards love. And a lot of the people that you end up meeting, it's like they're not on your level because you're looking for someone that has stability. You don't want them to be so stable that they're just like so serious. You want someone that's still young, that's still having fun, that's still adventurous, but you kind of also want them to have their ducks in a row and have their crap together too. So it kind of feels like you're asking for too much. That might be how it feels, but don't lower your standards. That's the message I'm getting for you. You can find that person out there that's fun and that's spontaneous, but that also like kind of has their crap together, you know? Like, they're taking care of themselves. They're not like a man child or mom's boy or whatever. We're still living with the parents. I see freedom and adventure. Like, the most amazing thing about being with this person is like just feeling this sense of freedom with them. And that's how you're gonna know. I have a feeling with you that you're the kind of person that really doesn't like to be chained down. Or maybe you've had quite a few relationships in your life. Maybe you can tend to get kind of bored in relationships, and that's okay. Like, you don't want to stick around in something that's not fun, that's not entertaining, that's not interesting. And it's like you're sick of relationships where the people just get so comfortable around you that they don't want to try anymore. And so I feel this energy of freedom and spontaneousness with this person, like every day is new with them. And it's so beautiful. And also, they're bringing a new perspective in your life. You're feeling more positive. And even on hard, difficult days, like they know how to make you laugh. They kind of have this humorous way of looking at the world. And so they really are good for you. You might think when you first meet them, like, oh, this person is so perfect, but they don't take life so seriously. But then you realize that they actually do have their ducks in a row. They actually do have a good job and some stability, but they also kind of have this, like, YOLO kind of live in the moment kind of perspective too. So it's a really great balance. I feel like it's exactly what you're looking for. So we see some hesitation here. I feel like, yeah, challenge, hesitation. Okay, so this says right now the challenge in connecting with this person is just allowing yourself to have fun, allowing yourself to party, allowing yourself to have a good time. You can balance yourself with being serious in life and also like have a great time. And I feel like that's something this person's gonna teach you. So, I see something about moving forward to connect with this person. So it might be time to put up that online dating profile or to take up invitations or to go connect with some new people or to ask your friends if they know anybody. Like, put yourself out there, join a group event, or learn a new hobby or activity or sign up for a class and be open to connecting with new people. I have a feeling this person is definitely somebody new. You might meet them online, okay? That's why the people around you might be a little skeptical at first, but they're gonna quickly win everyone over. So yeah, there will be a little bit of a challenge with everyone being like, oh, you met them online, or like, really? But they're going to be so attractive, and I feel like everyone's intimidated by them, and so like they'll prove to you and to everyone around you that they're in it to win it. You guys will fall hard and fast. Really passionate relationship. So absolutely amazing. So I hope that resonates with you, and this is the last person. Oh my gosh, our last person. Who are you? Oh my goodness, have you waited this whole time? I really appreciate that. I just want to make sure, everyone gets a quality rating from me. So, and that includes you. Thank you for waiting and being patient, and we're going to pull your cards. So, who is the person? Okay. So FS, yay, it's your turn, FS, awesome. Does that person? Okay, so FS, the person that you're interested in, their name starts with an A. Does he want a relationship with you? So let's go ahead and get into this. First, let me just sort my love deck. I just got this message, like I need to sort this deck. So thank you for being patient. I just want to make sure that these readings are accurate. So you want to know if he wants a relationship with you. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to check into the current energy between you guys. Then we're going to see what his feelings are. And then we'll see like if he's open to having a relationship, a commitment, pursuing you. Okay, so current energy between you and A. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. So the energy is really strong. I mean, this could have already answered your question, but we'll pull some clarifiers. The first card I got was the relationship card. Now, don't be freaked out by the word wedding here. This doesn't necessarily mean wedding. This is the commitment card or the long-term relationship card. So that's the first card we got. That's kind of special. Then that was followed by the romantic feelings card. Okay, so definitely both of you guys are having strong romantic feelings for each other, and you're kind of at that like kind of awkward point in the relationship and in the dating where it's like, what are we? And it's like both of you guys are kind of afraid to ask that question or bring that up because it's like you don't want to ruin something that's good. Or and so I kind of feel like you guys have been dating and getting to know each other, and like there's this strong energy between you guys. And it's like, I don't know if you guys are hooking up or just kind of enjoying each other's company, and it's like that's the elephant in the room right now. Now, something that gives you guys a really strong chance here is that you have a past life connection. So that's probably another reason why things have flowed really well between you guys. And things were really familiar. And when you guys first met, it's like you're picking up where you left off and you can talk for hours and hours. This isn't only a physical connection between you guys. There's an emotional connection. There's a mental connection. Like there's just fireworks going off here. I feel it. So, yeah, this is a soulmate. This is somebody from your soul family. They were definitely meant to cross your path in this life. So, yeah, I feel like this is moving forward. So, how does A feel about you? How does A feel about you? You're definitely on his mind. This is a card that's saying he's thinking about you. He's up at night thinking about you. He's very attracted to you. And then we see the chemistry card. Like he feels the draw between you guys. And I feel like there's even a bit of telepathy going on between you guys where like sometimes he'll pick up the phone to call you and you'll be calling him, or you will think about him and look at your phone and like that exact moment like he texts you, or you end up bumping into each other at places or something. Like there's some weird synchronicities and stuff like that happening between you guys, and it's all part of the chemistry. So yeah, there's a strong chemistry. I'm just seeing like even he's noticed some weird synchronicities. So I also get the feeling that you're the only one on his mind. Like he's not thinking about anyone else. Okay. So more feelings. Where is he? Whoa, can you pick up that card, John? Cards are flying, by the way. Like this is intense energy. My cards are like vibrating and flying. I feel like you guys kind of started off as like flirty friends. So I feel like I feel like this could go into the friend zone if you guys don't figure out what's going on here. That's kind of what the worry is like, am I in the friend zone or what's going on? But no, this is gonna happen. I feel a strong connection. Yeah, so we're worried about separation here. Worried about separation. Yeah. Is there somebody new coming in for you? There's a lot of energy around your love life. Okay, so is he interested in having a relationship with you? I'm going to say yes. Okay. I think you guys are going to continue to get to know each other a little bit more. And I feel like at some point it's going to be brought up, like, what are we? And I feel like you're probably going to tell him, like, out of self-respect that, like, you're looking for a relationship. He's going to have to decide, like, if he can have his cake and eat it too with you, he's gonna do it. But if you set a boundary with him, which is different than an ultimatum, you can set your boundaries. You have every right to ask, what are we? Or like to go down that road at some point. I feel like that's gonna happen. And I feel like he'll think about it and he's gonna be open to it. He wants to give this a chance. You might have to be the one to bring it up. But I feel like let things kind of just happen naturally for the time being, Now, there's something else I see, that while all this is going on, you and him are flirting and trying to figure things out, there's going to be somebody new that approaches you in love. And it's so weird. I saw this for a lot of people today. So I don't know what's going on in astrology, John, but it's like that Mars-Venus conjunction is like bringing a lot of connections in and bringing multiple soulmates to people. And so it could get a little complicated. This is somebody who's been crushing on you for a while, actually. You might not even be aware of, or somebody that you meet through your friends or something. But I feel like right now you're all about Andy. This is saying like if you want to move forward with this person or this connection, you can. It might be a little enticing, but to be honest, the energy at least right now feels a lot stronger with A. Okay, it feels a lot stronger with them. But maybe this is just something you're supposed to be aware of, that you have an option, that there's another person interested in you. They'll reveal themselves to you at some point. You're gonna have to release one of these people, but the decision will be really easy for you. Okay, so yeah, this is Andy, and I feel like this is saying worth waiting for. It's worth waiting for him. He might need a little bit of time to just kind of get to know you some more and like kind of open his heart to the idea of being in a relationship, because I feel like for him, he hasn't done the commitment thing in a while, or he's had bad experience with that. But I feel like it's gonna be worth it for you guys to connect, and this says worth waiting for, that he wants to give this a chance, that he does have romantic feelings. You guys are getting to know each other. But remember, at any point, if you feel like you need to set your boundary or you need to have that talk, don't be afraid to be the one to initiate it. That's what self-respect is all about, you know? So I hope that resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support and for waiting to receive your reading, and I'll see you later. Thank you to everybody who participated in this. Seriously, I appreciate this support so much. I'm not always able to do these readings, but right now I really don't have as many people in line for my personal readings. So I have extra time. So anytime I have a little extra time, I'll go live for free, or I'll do a session like this. And the proceeds from this allow me to get new equipment for my channel and to be supported so I can keep putting up free content on my channel for you guys all the time. So keep watching the channel. There's going to be a lot of love pick a card readings in August. Like, that's going to be the month of love on my channel. And I do have a free Divine Feminine course that's running on the channel. I'll be posting about that almost every couple days. And so, yeah, there's a lot going on the channel right now, and it's all being supported by you guys. So I just want to thank everyone who's sponsoring this channel. And I had really a lot of fun in this session. It was a really great time, you guys. I'm going to take off now, but I just want to say thank you so much. I'll see you later. Peace out.